Caitlin Clark's the new it. If you don't have a long ball, talking about the 26, 30 feet, if you ain't doing the Steph Curry, if you ain't got none of that long ball in your game, yeah, you're going to be behind.
She's doing stuff we've never seen before. Never seen nobody do that on a consistent basis. There's a lot of girls in WNBA that have done it in spurts, but that game I'm watching y'all in the Final Four, I'm like, damn, and I was a hater because, I'm down with you. Like, she's not going to hit that shot, and bam, like, damn.
2 minutes. That's all it took for a single sentence from the greatest basketball player in history to change how the world looks at Caitlin Clark forever. Because when Michael Jordan finally broke his silence about the most talked about rookie in basketball, the entire sports world stopped. No headlines, no tweets, no debates, just respect. And what Jordan said next left Caitlin Clark completely speechless. Tonight, we break down the moment that may define her career, the legends who defended her, the critics who tried to tear her down, and why Caitlin Clark is quietly becoming the most important player in women's basketball history.
I think it's reprehensible what they're allowing some of these players. Anybody that does something flagrant to this young lady for what she's brought to the game should be suspended and fined big time for doing that.
Anyone who follows basketball already knows the truth. Caitlin Clark is not just a rookie. She is a revolution. From logo-range threes to record-breaking scoring nights to selling out arenas that once struggled to fill seats, Clark didn't just enter the WNBA. She transformed it. Television ratings surged. Ticket prices exploded. National attention followed. But with greatness comes resistance.
They don't know the value that she's bringing for all of them. She bringing, they flying private planes now. They went flying private before she came. They on major networks now. They weren't doing that. See, she remind me of Tiger Woods for golf.
Yeah.
Instead of celebration, Caitlin Clark walked straight into hostility. Hard fouls, trash talk, questioned credentials. And according to multiple NBA legends, this wasn't competition. This was jealousy.
Like, they played this all wrong, bro.
Terribly, bro.
They was supposed to gas this shit. This is why people don't watch this shit when y'all leave college. Women's sports, because y'all hating on the best thing that's going to happen to the W.
Hall of Famer Rick Barry didn't mince words. He called the treatment of Caitlin Clark reprehensible. Anybody that does something flagrant to this young lady for what she's brought to the game should be suspended and fined. Barry's message was clear. Clark wasn't being targeted for weakness. She was being targeted because she was changing everything.
You claim you want the women's game to grow, and then you keep the most popular girl in women's basketball off the team. How do you grow internationally and domestically if you don't put her on the U.S. team? It just makes the most sense. Sometimes you have to say, hey, you guys, this is bigger than the game, which it is. I mean, women's basketball is at an all-time high because of Caitlin Clark.
Then came Iceman. George Gervin revealed something rarely admitted publicly, that Caitlin Clark is the reason WNBA players now fly private. They didn't fly private before she came. They're on major networks now. In other words, her presence didn't just change basketball. It changed business.
I was a hater because, I'm down with you. Like, she's not going to hit that shot, and bam, like, damn. She's not going to hit that shot, man. Like, if I say 10 times you're not going to hit the shot and you hit the shot, that means you're the truth. So I'm telling you now, if you just lower it like this.
Former NBA All-Star Jeff Teague went even further. He said the league handled Caitlin Clark completely wrong. This why people don't watch y'all hating on the best thing to happen to the W. For the first time in decades, the WNBA had a superstar drawing global attention. And instead of protecting her, they tested her.
She is a great player, but it's a lot of players that, no lie, who, as far as basketball-wise, they have the edge over her of why they should be playing in the Olympics right now. Mind you, this should motivate her. This should make her go harder in the gym. The 3 weeks that they off, she should get in better shape.
When Caitlin Clark was left off the U.S. Olympic roster, outrage followed. Even longtime critic Paul Pierce changed tone. You claim you want the game to grow, then leave off the most popular player. But behind the praise, there was still doubt. Pierce hinted, Clark was selected for popularity, not performance. And that debate only intensified the storm.
I think it's great what she's done, and I think it's great what the media and the WNBA and marketing and the players are doing because, controversy is not good, but, controversy.
Then came the most unexpected defense of all. On Angel Reese's own podcast, Shaquille O'Neal stunned the room. If I tell you 10 times you won't hit it and you hit it, you're the truth. Right in front of Clark's most vocal critic, Shaq declared her the real deal, a moment that instantly went viral.
What did you expect was going to happen to her? Number one, I don't think it's jealousy. Oh my God, she's getting all the endorsements. We're going to go after her. You're playing at the highest level. You're playing in the WNBA. You're coming from college and you're going to the pro ranks, right? What did she expect was going to happen? Why are people so shocked, right? You're playing against grown women. The same thing happened to us.
When Clark missed the Olympics, many called it disrespect. Dwight Howard called it a blessing. This should motivate her, make her go harder in the gym. And that's exactly what happened. After the Olympic break, Caitlin Clark erupted. Efficiency up, scoring up, confidence soaring. The rookie had arrived.
Now, Caitlin, her teammates got to come to her defense.
Sure.
You can't allow her to have to fight every battle, right? But we have to understand that both Caitlin, Angel, and Brink, who plays for my Sparks, they made the WNBA better. And they're going to be tested by these incredible women who've been in the league for a long time. Caitlin is the most popular WNBA player, but she's not the best at this time. Just like Larry and I were not the best when we entered the league. We became the...
She's the most popular player, not the best yet. But then came the key line. That Clark, along with Angel Reese and others, is making the WNBA better, just like Magic and Larry once did. In a dramatic development that could signal one of the most important turning points in modern WNBA history, Angel Reese has ignited a league-wide debate after openly challenging the current salary structure and warning that players may soon be forced to consider walking away if meaningful changes are not made. During a recent public appearance, Reese spoke candidly about the growing financial gap between the league's rising popularity and the compensation its stars continue to receive, emphasizing that endorsements, viewership growth, and sold-out arenas are not being reflected in player paychecks. As collective bargaining negotiations approach, her remarks have sent shockwaves through the WNBA community, raising serious questions about labor relations, player leverage, and the long-term stability of the league. In this in-depth investigative report, we examine the full context behind Reese's statements, the economic realities facing WNBA athletes, internal league pressures, union dynamics, and the historical significance of previous labor disputes. We analyze reactions from teammates, rival players, league executives, and media analysts, while breaking down how this moment could influence contract negotiations, free agency decisions, sponsorship power, and the next generation of stars. With the WNBA entering one of the most commercially successful periods in its history, this confrontation between talent and management may determine not only Angel Reese's future in professional basketball, but also the financial direction of the league itself. Is this simply frustration boiling over, or the opening move in a battle that could redefine player power in women's sports?